You may remember a while back I built this tall cottage garden inspired raised bed cover for my veggie garden. Well, today I want to show you how I built it. This raised bed cover is designed to go over the veggie garden where I grow things like tomatoes and cucumbers vertically and not have the possums and pests attack them. I've had loads of requests for this video, so let's get into it. We started by getting some timber from the local hardware store. We purchased 10 lengths of non-treated pine that we then split in half to make it more cost effective and so that it would fit neatly on top of the garden bed. We then measured and cut 4 lengths at 2.4 meters, which is the long side of the garden bed, and 4 lengths of 1.2 meters, which is the shorter length of the garden bed. One lot is for the base and the other lot was for the top. Then we screwed them together at each corner, pre-drilling holes so we didn't split the wood. We also cut another 6 lengths at 1.2 meters for the uprights. I figured 1.2 meters would be high enough for growing tall vegetables. It was starting to take shape nicely. We also added some supports to the corners, which were short lengths of leftover timber cut on an angle at each end to fit. Then it was time to create the roof. We cut 6 lengths at 86 centimeters, which gave a decent sized pitch to the roof. With a 2.4 meter length piece of timber on an angle, we screwed in each 86 centimeter length, which had a 90-degree angle cut on the base so that it would sit flush with the top of the cover. We were also checking regularly to make sure everything was plumb. Then it was time to add the roof onto the base. And thankfully it fit perfectly, and it was starting to look like a cute little house. We took it up and put it over the raised bed to make sure it fit properly, which it did. It was looking so cottage-like already. I absolutely loved it. The next day I painted it all white and added the fly screen, which I forgot to film. We had leftover fly screen from building the brassica covers, which I filmed in a previous video. We bought the fly screen off eBay. It was about $30 for a 10-meter roll. Basically, we did one big sheet on the back as it didn't have doors being so close to the fence, then one big section for the roof that we stapled on using a staple gun on the inside. So I forgot to film building the doors for the raised bed cover. So I'm just going to talk about it here. I'm in my new garden now. So for those of you that haven't followed me for the last few months, we actually built this raised bed cover back at our old place, and we've since moved about 2 months ago to the new place. So the raised bed cover is on this garden bed now. So with the doors, we built 2 doors on the front, so there's one here and one here, and then we built one on each end of the garden bed, so that gives easy access to inside the garden bed. As I said before, we didn't do doors on the back because that was right against the fence, but since moving here I am going to create some new doors for the back so that I can get into all sides of the raised bed. Okay, so I forgot to film making the doors, but basically these doors are 115 centimeters wide, so there's 2 of them on the front, one here and one here. There's a support in the middle here, and these are 1.2 long in length. So, and then we've got 2 doors on each end, which are 1.2 wide and 1.2 long. So these are a square at 1.2 meters. And basically, we just cut these. So 115 centimeters long for the top and bottom, 120 centimeters long each side, and then just screwed them together with screws like we did for the frame. And then we stapled fly screen onto the back here. So that gives us the 2 doors. And then
On the end here, they're a little bit different because we have the supports here. So you can see here we have these doors are cut on the corners to fit into this frame here. So these are 115 wide. Let me just measure the top. So the top piece is, so this top length here is 97 centimeters. So yeah, they're both 97 centimeters because this is a square, so this is on each end. So now how we get the doors in and out, we have some chocks here on the bottom. So we've got 5 centimeter chocks. They're just this timber here left over. So we've got 2 on the back and 1 on the front. And what that does is sandwich the door in the bottom there. And then 1 on the top that is just screwed in and swivels 90 degrees each way. And what we do is just wiggle the door in to the bottom and then lock it in place here. So nice and easy, nice and simple to make. So one problem that we did have with this raised bed cover was, you may notice the tape here, we did have some rats gnaw a hole through the fly screen and they got in and ate my entire corn crop, which I showed in a few videos back. So there's a hole on the other side there and one on this side. So I do need to replace the screen here and there. And we haven't really had any rat issues here yet. So I am just going to replace the screen and see how we go. If we do get some more rat issues, then I might replace all of the fly screen with wire so they can't actually chew through it. And that will still keep all the bugs and animals, possums, butterfly moths. It will still keep all of that out of the garden and protect from the rats as well.
Now back to the original making of the tall raised bed cover. After making the doors, we added 2 gold handles to each side of each door so that they were easy to pull out and push in. This cover has been great, and I have grown so much food in this bed without having to worry about possums eating everything or pests, especially the white cabbage moth. I grew a ton of cauliflower and broccoli in here last year. I also grew a heap of cucumbers, which I strung up with hooks on the inside of the roof. It was also a great size for growing corn. This raised bed cover really didn't cost much at all. I am estimating around $80 and it has lasted a good 2 years so far. Now that the raised cover was complete, we screwed it onto the base of the raised garden bed to secure it in place. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and easy to follow along, and hopefully it will give you some idea of how to make your own raised bed cover to protect your harvest from pests and animals. And if you like this video, I think you will love this one where I built a dragon fruit trellis for under $50.